Racing, F1 racing, like cars. F1 racing is like when they do Formula 1 racing. You know them, like really car for Formula 1 racing.
I don't know.
Formula 1 racing, F1 racing. Let me show you quick. F1 racing. Like that.
Oh.
Like, you know, I'm not really into it, but what's the news on it at the moment? You know, like when they do the full-on high-speed racing. That's what it's all about. F1 racing. But yes, hello. Welcome to hyping.com.
Podcast.
How we did Lonely. Guess what number episode this is? I just looked back and I was like, what? How did we get this far? So I'm not gonna tell you, but officially we're launching the podcast episode today, I think, as number 1.
How many do you have?
I'm gonna call today's episode number 1. You know why?
Why?
Because we started about 3 months ago.
Okay.
I think January. Is that right?
Yes, I think so. Probably.
January, February, March. About January we started. So in today's episode we're going to be looking at a few things, and we're going to look at fidgets. Can you see our desk? Or if you can see our desk. But if you're watching on the podcast, you'll know. But if not...
Mic's off by there. Okay, now it's on.
Oh my God. Noobalicious. Did someone say in chat? Well done. Krish. Well done. You get a shout out for that. Shout out. Oh, thanks even. Hey, I fixed all my buttons. But yes.
Are you the chip shop guy?
Yes. Fish and chips. You got some mayonnaise on that? You got some chili sauce? Some salad?
Chili sauce and
chips? Why would you not?
Oh, chips. Okay.
Yeah, why would you not have it? Sarah, thank you for the award.
Because some people call chips crisps, like.
Oh.
So I thought it was that way. I don't know.
Actually, wait a minute. If they're in America.
Yeah,
no, but did he say fish and chips or did he say chips?
He just said chips.
Chip shop guy. So I would think chip shop is like chips.
I don't know. I don't know
Maybe,
what you mean.
possibly.
Thank you for the gold award, Saleh.
Yes. So welcome to Hyping Tech Podcast.
.com. Well, yes.
I messed it up again, didn't I?
Yes.
So welcome to hyping.com
podcast.
Welcome. So in this episode, we're going to be looking at a few things. We've got a few gadgets, fidgets and water challenges 2023.
Oh, the water challenges. Okay.
Did you see my fancy TikTok? Yes, Hassan, we are. How you did loanings? Did you see our TikTok, the recent TikTok?
What was it about?
It was about these beauties.
I like the engraving. It's like
yes, of course. So if you're listening on the podcast, hold that up here. You should be able to see on that webcam. If you hold it up a little bit, underneath it. So if you just do like this.
Did you put the colour in there, or was it just...
No, we were going to put a black colour in there, but we decided not to, because when you put drink in there, it kind of sorts itself out, because it looks like quite nice. So we did a engraving on special glasses.
Yes. Turned out good.
Yeah.
It did.
And we did like a little TikTok where we put stuff in there. Anthony, yes, we do offer fish and chips on the LBC radio. How did you guess? Well done. We are live at the moment on TikTok, Twitch and YouTube. Okay, quick update on the podcast. Guess what's happening?
What? Go on.
We're going to be live streaming 20 to 25 minutes of the podcast episode every day on Twitch and on YouTube.
Yes.
That's the official place for it. But what normally happens is our podcast goes on for like 2.5 or 3 hours.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that's like intense. That's like long.
Yeah, long.
So we're thinking what we'll do is we'll keep the first 20 to 25 minutes on YouTube and we'll let that go. And then at the end of that one, we will go on to other avenues, because I think we need to let you know. Just checking up on the website where else we are. So if I go hypingtech.com and go to screen, you'll see we've got watch on YouTube, watch on Facebook, watch on Twitch, watch on Twitter, catch up on episodes. If you go watch on YouTube is Maximus. Should we put headphones on for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me put some headphones on for a bit. So you'll see we're live at the moment on YouTube. You'll see like the full version on YouTube. And I can adjust. Should we put the volume so it's in our headphones?
Yeah, it's already in.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. No, not the song, only.
Oh, on the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Let me whack that out quickly. This is that. Oh yeah, mate. That's what we're talking about. Now I can get nice and close to the mic. I prefer it like this because I can hear myself. Yes. So in the podcast setup, basically, the moral of the story is we're gonna quickly do our podcast episode where we talk about what's going on, give you an update, and once that finishes, we're gonna start story time.
Okay.
So story time is basically, yeah, boy. So we've got like a story time. What you need to do in chat is put a few things down that you want us to tell you a story about. And once we told you the story, then we'll go on to fidgets. We've got some amazing fidgets today. And after that, we're going to do the water challenge.
Okay, yeah. The one that we played last time, I won one of them.
I've got a better one.
Really?
I've got a better one. If you watched our latest TikTok, you will know that there was a slight difference in that TikTok. If you watch all of it, it's like a 38-second, 1 minute one. But yeah, trusted creators, check that out. So what we'll do is we're going to go into a quick look at the update. So we're going to check what's going on in terms of the fidgets. We've got a few fidgets here. I'm going to explain them and let you know what we think about them. So first up, do you know what this one is? That fidget there.
No, it just looks like a cube.
Cube. But you don't have to open it out?
No.
Come on. Grab like one... if you move your hands a little bit forward here so we can see in the top. Well, let me move the webcam down actually. There. So should I show you?
Yeah, go on.
So what this is, it's called a geometric cube. You find the bits where it all joins up together.
Okay.
And look. You're kind of...
Oh my god. What?
Like a bit of magician
Fire,
stuff.
water, something.
Yes. Now I made it into a star. It's like a geo toy. It's good for your hands and you gotta mess about with it. And then as you mix it, you can make lots of different shapes on it.
That's sick. Wait, how do you make a cube again? Do you know?
That's the challenge. You have to kind of do it and then get it back into a cube again. So it's like flippity floppity going on. And it's quite interesting. It's like magnetic. So what that means is it magnetizes again. Okay, wait, you ready?
Oh, that was sick. Make it water. If you can make it water.
Water.
That's a challenge. Is it possible?
Oh, I don't know about that. So let's have a quick look at the geo. You did not see anything there. So we're going to have a quick look at the geo cube and see how good we can do with that. So if I go back. Okay, there. So first one, the first shape is like... nearly added it. Wait.
Oh, star.
So it's like a star.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, you can carry on going around. Oh, I nearly had it.
Oh.
There. Okay, there.
Oh.
So that's water.
Okay.
Water. Oh, you do like a little spin on it. So let's go here. If you're listening on the podcast, you should jump over to the YouTube channel. It looks so amazing. It's like a 3D puzzle situation going on. So that's that. And then the last one is kind of like a...
Earth.
I think, if I can get it. Oh, triangle.
Oh.
Water and kind of greenery. That's like a mixture of the two. And then the main thing is trying to get it back into... Oh, there.
Oh.
Do we have that already?
Yeah.
We had that. Yeah, we had that. So if I have to go all the way back through it again, just go here.
I need to let you know.
Yeah, if you mute your thing, you just have a... Ooh. Okay, so there, it's back to the cube again. That's nice and sorted out. Why music in? As long as it's beats, it's okay. As long as no one's singing, I thought. But I'm sure you'll let me know about that. So yes, that's the cube. And it's kind of a nice handy thing to have. There we go. Okay, let me just put a timer on that because then that ends up being too long of a recording. So we can have a little session on here. I will be doing a bit of chess as well later on, so keep that in mind. Let's work it here. There. Okay, so if we go tools, output timer, we limit each recording to 58 seconds, so it's only like a short, which should be quite good. And just have a look. Let's go there. Okay, just pop that chat out there. Beautiful. Yes, Ubaid, yes, welcome. Okay, so as we is saying, story time setup. Story time? Do you think we should do a little story time? Put a few comments in chat and we can talk about, I can give you a story time and that will help you, I reckon. So let's go here. Yeah, so I'll find there, story time. We're going to put a few things and tell you a story. What shall we include? Let's see what's the podcast. We'll put, tell me a short story about podcast LBC radio chip shop story time, chip shop, and gold award and F1.
Who's this about?
And F1. Okay, who's the last person to drop a message in? Let's have a look. Who would you like the story to be about? Let us know. We're doing a story for you today. We'll do Anthony. F1 Anthony. Anthony. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh. Okay, ready for story time?
Okay.
Ready for story time? We'll do story time and then we'll move on to. Okay, this is going to be an intense story. I think you would enjoy the story time. Let's go whack. Gonna go bam. So we've got the fidget one sorted out.
Okay.
That there's a fidget ball.
Oh.
It's like a spacecraft, but it's a fidget ball.
What do you do?
You have to get them all back into the right colours.
So mix it up for you and then you have to solve it.
Oh my god, that's gonna be intense. That's gonna be intense, Sharonio. Should I do the story time while you're doing that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so let's see if we can work out a quick story time over here. Okay, so if I go whack and then go whack and then zoomeration nation there. Okay, story timesy. Now if I go over to that one there. Okay, nice and close up story time. Well, actually I need my glasses on for reading it. Oh my god, the lights come in there so it makes it look a bit dodgy. Okay, now we are in story time, so that would be, we are slightly coming into our story time at the moment, so hyping tech story time, and we will be giving our live TikTok audience a lovely story. Once upon a time there was a small chip shop in a quaint village in England. The owner, Anthony, was passionate about Formula One racing and loved nothing more than discussing the latest races with his customers. One day, a radio producer from LBC Radio visited the shop and overheard Anthony's passionate conversation. Impressed by his knowledge and enthusiasm, the producer offered Anthony the chance to host his own podcast about Formula One racing. Anthony was thrilled and eagerly accepted the opportunity. He spent countless hours researching and preparing for his podcast, determined to make it a success. After a few months of hard work, Anthony's podcast was finally ready to launch. It quickly gained a loyal following and was praised for its insightful commentary and engaging.
Where are you going?
Oh my god, I zoomed in and everything, engaging discussions. To Anthony's surprise, his podcast was even nominated for a prestigious LBC Radio Chip Shop Gold Award, which recognized the best small business in the country. On the day of the awards ceremony, Anthony was nervous but excited at the names of the nominees. As the names of the nominees were read out, he held his breath, hoping that his time and name would be called. To his delight, Anthony was announced as the winner of the award, much to the applause of the audience. He couldn't believe his success and was overjoyed that that his passion for Formula One racing had brought him so much recognition. From that day forward, Anthony's podcast continued to grow in popularity, and he became known as one of the most knowledgeable experts in the field of motorsports. And all this started from his small chip shop in a quaint village.
That was sick.
Oh my god, that was an amazing story. So that is our story time on the Hyping Tech podcast. Make sure to check out the full episode where you can see a lot more, but this was a small snippet.
Yeah.
Podcast and chip shop is what the title is of this one. Remember that, podcast and chip shop. Check out another video here, you'll see that in the next playlist. I think next time you should read one of these out.
Really? Okay, go on.
Do you reckon you can hack it?
Probably.
I need to move this cup out of the way. See you on the next video. Okay, so what we've done there is we've taken out a 4K video that will be on our YouTube channel, hypingtech.com.
Okay.
So we'll have a story time in that episode. And that's, okay, so story so far. That makes me want to stream F1. You should do. F1's like amazing. If you have the passion for it, you know what's going on. Oh, is there more to it? Did I read it?
Oh my god.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So wait, let me copy that out so I don't lose that story. I can put that in the... Copy that. We've got story time there. So perfect. Of course, what happens is the full podcast is a lot longer, so not everybody can stick around to hear the full story. So you can check out the snippets on hypingtech.com. That was story time. What are we doing next? Should we do a bit more fidgeting?
Yeah, go on.
Let's go direct.
You have to solve that.
Okay. So let me see if I can solve this. This is... can you see that top down angle? Okay. Now, how this works is you go whack, 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 whack. I was going to do a double whack there, but I put a double whack, no, single whack. So if you're listening on the podcast, I'm basically working on a fidget ball and I'm nearly there, ready to come here. So red needs to come there. We can do whack, 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 and green needs to come there. So we can go whack, 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 whack. Oh, it was orange, only orange. So if I go whack, 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 and that is solved. So I just solved a whackety whack whack fidget spinner puzzle for you, and that was done within like literally seconds. I reckon we should go on to, you know what I mean? I want to.
What?
We can go on to the actual water challenge.
Okay, go on. I'm trying to.
Do you think?
See.
You think that would work? So if you have been watching us right about now on the Hyping Tech channel, thank you for watching us so far. This has been the Hyping Tech podcast. You can catch up on the rest of this episode, and that is going to be the water challenge. So I'll link you to the video here, somewhere, so you can check out our water challenge, which is the next episode in our Hyping Tech podcast, which we are live on TikTok. We'll see you on that beauty.